Lord, I shall give these laws unto thy people. Hear me! Oh, hear me! All pay heed! The Lord Jehovah, has given unto you these 10 commandments for all to obey.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Star Theory, the show where I did not expect to be looking in the Bible for story points around this lo-fi mystery, but yet, here I am. I am truly a saint. So, in this new LoreFi video, we see Taylor getting up from her desk after listening to her music, and the screen suddenly glitches, and the duck we keep on seeing hacks her computer once again. This time we see it go through her emails and messages. The most important email and message we get is from her dad. We see him saying, "I understand you're mad. You say you don't want me around, but please, there's a lot more to this than you think. I know your mother is upset, but that doesn't mean she's completely innocent. There are reasons things ended up like they did. Can we please just talk? I don't like this whole emailing back and forth. I don't feel like I can say what I need to say through this. Just give me a chance. Your father." And let me just say, I completely agree with him. Sometimes I have to say something and I just need to, talk face to face instead of sending an email and waiting for your response to get back before I stress out and lose my hair. We also see Taylor's messages with Cool Dad 1962 saying, "Hey kiddo, how are you? Did you read my email?" And it seems like Taylor has not responded or read these messages at all. It should be noted that the subject of the email is, "I know what you did last summer." No, it doesn't have that last part, but I figured I'd put the reference in here. This subject was probably titled by Taylor, referring to something that her father has allegedly done. An interesting note I want to make is that Taylor's dad says that her mom is upset, but that doesn't make her innocent. Could we be misinterpreting who is in the wrong because we barely have context? Could her dad be the victim here and Taylor's mom is manipulating her? This isn't totally out of the question, and it's a good case for why her mom checked on her in the previous LoreFi video. We should keep this in mind for future theories. And I'd also like to point out that Taylor's email has the number 89, probably referring to Taylor's birth year, 1989, which means that using our year 2005 from previous theories, Taylor is at least 16 years old, a few years older than Gregory. When moving on to the messages from Taylor's friends, we see that she doesn't have the best relationships with them. One is getting her to do all of her project, and the other is asking her for a comment on their canvas. Taylor seems to be shy to speak out against her friends when they're taking advantage of her. We saw that she was a smart student based on the A+ in her room, so there are probably more friends asking for her help. So, throughout the video, we see that this hacker is downloading Taylor's documents, library, and photos in a zip file, and uses a command line to copy and paste them to their files. Now, someone with more computer know-how will have to help me make sense of this, but I can see what they're doing overall, I think. The hacker then deletes their evidence and puts Taylor's computer to sleep. Now, where I get the most clues, however, is in the video's description. So we get a binary code which, when decoded, brings up the message, "The journey starts on the streets of Chill." This could be pointing to the spectrogram from the streets of Chill, and we may be able to track where this so-called journey leads using these spectrograms. So from this code, we can see that the LoreFi journey starts in between Illinois and Indiana. So maybe we travel from Indiana through Illinois and eventually end up in Wisconsin. What this means, I'm not sure, and we may have to wait for more future clues to find out, but this is what I've got so far. The second clue I found in the description is this series of tags. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything that screams out "Lore" to anyone, but when you look closer, you see these numbers in between words. 1911. You might first think of the year 1911. What could be significant about that? Well, let's see. We have the end of the imperial system, the US Postal Savings Bank is inaugurated, and the first photo on an airplane was taken. Wait. No events in 1911 connect to LoreFi's story at all. I found that I had hit a dead end. Until I looked around and found my trusty old book of wisdom, the Holy Bible. That's right, everyone, we're getting holy up in this LoreFi mystery. At the end of the tags we see the word Leviticus. Leviticus, of course, is the third book of the Bible, and is usually skipped over because of all of the laws in it, but when we look at Leviticus, we find the catalyst of why Taylor is being hacked in the first place. Using the 4 numbers we gathered, we find ourselves reading Leviticus chapter 19, verse 11, which reads, You shall not steal, you shall not deceive or speak falsely to one another. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? You shall not steal? What would Taylor be stealing? Well, as I have said before in my previous theories, she has been stealing music off of her downloader Grapevine. Taylor is paying the price for stealing music that she doesn't necessarily own. And that's not the only clue we can gather from here. You shall not deceive or speak falsely to one another. This could apply to Taylor's parents' relationship. One of them is deceiving and speaking falsely to the other, and I feel like one of them is going to receive the retribution soon. But remember, that's just a theory. A star theory! Thanks for watching.